What's the deal, man? It's your boy Meddi Meddi, representing Hot 104.1 St. Louis, STLE in the building. You know, radio veteran, doing my thing for about 7 years in radio. Been in 7 different stations, been a program director, I've been a music director, and done all that. Was on the verge of doing syndication. So now I'm just chilling doing my thing in St. Louis right now. I got into radio back in like 97, 98. Basically just trying to learn the other side of the industry. Same thing like a lot of artists out here be trying to figure out how they can get their records played on the radio. I want to know how I can get my records played on the radio without having to be on a major label. So I started working at a radio station as an intern, and that's how I got into radio. Only intended to do maybe 2 years, met a lot of people, met a lot of managers, met a lot of artists, A&Rs and everything. And then I had a manager in radio that said, you know, you got the talent to do this radio thing, so we go put you on. So they put me on, and like the story I tell, I've been trying to get out of radio for the last 5 years, but I just keep getting blessed with new situations that I think can help me in the long run, and that's how I ended up in St. Louis. But first of all, I'm gonna keep it so real with you. If you ain't got no money, you slim to none. You know what I'm saying? You hurting yourself if you ain't got no money to promote your product. But anything that you do, whether it be building computers or building cars, if you don't got no money to finance your project, to at least put behind the promotion and let people know what it is that you're doing, you stand a slim chance of having success in doing what you're doing. Radio is female focused. Every manager in radio, they trying to make records for females, in particular in urban radio. So if you're not making records that women either can relate to the content or that they can really dance to the content, you already hurting yourself. But we trying to do a Hot 104.1. We trying to be more than just a radio station. We don't just want to win in the ratings in St. Louis. We don't just want to make money, which is what radio stations do. We make money off advertising when we sell commercials. We really trying to create the same type of scene in St. Louis that like Hot 107 in Atlanta got going on, so that you might hear Hakeem the Dream record, you know what I'm saying, on Hot 104 here in St. Louis 6 months before it even blow up nationally. Just like in Atlanta, you might have heard D4L 6 months Laffy Taffy before it blew up nationally on the national scene. So that's the type of situation we trying to create. We trying to do things on the national level so that when Hot 104.1 in St. Louis do something, people all over the country want to be a part of it, not just people here in St. Louis. I got 2 things that I got to say before we roll about it. I ain't even really worried about the shout outs. I got to get this knowledge out. Get your money together first, you know what I'm saying? Because like if you don't got no money to promote your product, you're not gonna make it. Because just like your presentation to your listeners on the streets, you pushing your CDs, your DVDs, whatever, that's the same presentation that you want to be able to make to these managers, these radio stations. You want to look as fly as you can. You want your product to look good. So get your money situation together. A lot of people don't really understand. A record label, a record deal is not too much different from getting a loan at the bank. You know what I'm saying? So you don't even really need that record deal. You can get your credit together, go get this loan at the bank, and do the exact same thing. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I really want to push people, man. Just get your money together, stay on your grind, do what you got to do. And then it ain't even so much you waiting on a record deal. You kind of just a label jump on just to make you more national, like the Plies situation. Plies is already getting 20 grand a show in Florida before he even got signed to Atlantic. So then all Atlantic want to do was just push it nationally because he already making $1 million in Florida.
All right, that's what it is. Well, real quick, I mean, what can you say about Hakeem the Dream's record, Thick With It?
Right, again, good record. Like, I'm gonna be real with you. Sometimes as a DJ, because I'm a DJ also, I'm a little slow on records. But if I go places and I got females asking me to play records, or if I see another DJ who may not be a radio DJ, but because radio DJs are real touchy about records they'll try out. But if I see another smaller DJ and he might try a record out and it works, and I'm there when it works for him, then I might go to one of my venues where I'm doing a radio event and I might try the record too. That's why these cats out here got to also understand it's not just about radio DJs, it's about all the DJs in the streets, all the DJs in the venues, because sometimes the radio DJs, they kind of like higher on the totem pole, so they not going to try out some of these records that these other cats will try out. So you got to go with all these DJs. You got to fool with everybody, give your product to everybody, make it look professional to everybody. You got to get out here and grind with these people in the streets, give them the $1 CDs and the free promo CDs and all that, because you never know when somebody going to hear your record and see how your record works to decide to start fooling with it. And that's how I see with Hakeem the Dream, like Thick With It. It's a record that I was kind of slow on as a DJ, but when I go places, I see other DJs trying it out and it's working for them, and that's how I knew it could work for me if I play it in the club. What's the deal? It's your boy Meddi Meddi, Hot 104.1 St. Louis, doing our thing, nationally known DJ, radio guy, you know all that. Just letting y'all know you checking out PiMO TV right now. We getting it popping. Keep it locked, baby, for sure.